Hiya, welcome back to my channel. Many thanks for stopping by. I'm in the process of making a MemoryDex box to store my MemoryDex cards in, and I had this box here. I thought, why not use it? So what I did is I cut 7 pieces of cardstock and glued them together, but I punched the MemoryDex holes first before I did that. I used my UHU adhesive to glue them. I have just not long glued this one in, so I will do this one as well. But before I do that one, I did have these straws. I've cut one down to size already, but I've had these straws in my stash. Everything here I'm using there in my stash. And what I did is I had some photo props sticks. What I did is glue one in each straw. I mean, the straw was sturdy enough, really sturdy, but I just thought, let me try that, see if it'll give it a little bit more sturdiness. And that's what I did. Left them overnight to dry. I glued each end so that they're in there nicely, and I left them overnight to dry. So what I did is measure, put these together and measure to make sure that they were straight. That one's glued down, but this one's glued down. Which one's glued? Yeah, this one is glued down, so I need to be gentle with it because it needs, I'm going to leave it overnight to dry. I'm not going to mess around with it, but it's just so easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one as well and see how that goes. I'm really chuffed about this box because I did want one for a long while, because once I start making the cards, if I have any, I want to create cards that I'm not restricted. I really want to create cards that I can do overhangs and all sorts with. So let me just put that in there like that, and that should be, I'm just eyeballing it, that should be about right. I've got some bulldog clips, but they're in the shed, you know, the ones to clamp down, the bigger ones. Haven't got any here in my craft space, but I don't think I have. Can't remember seeing any. I think they're all in the shed in a bag. So I'm going to leave that to dry. And what I'll do, I will just cut this down to size. I used my wire cutters to cut this down to size, and I'm hoping that it won't dull the edge of it. I'm going to have to try and sharpen them. So that is that, and let's get these in and see how we get on. Now, this is not my idea. I found this somewhere on YouTube. I can't remember what channel it was, but it is not my original idea. This is amazing. I love that. I love that. And I think, let me get the card, my very first card. Because you see, this is fine. This is 4 inches wide by 3 3/4 tall, and this is really good. You know, the space is good, as you can see. The space is good, but if I want to overhang anything, then it will be a bit awkward. So let's put those here at the front. Yeah, I'm working on a couple more cards. This is lovely. I love that. Perfect. That's great. So there you have it. I have my card, my MemoryDex box for my cards. But what I want to do is do some more bits and pieces to it. Let me have a look, see what I want to do with it. I didn't measure this box or anything. I just eyeballed it and thought, look at this. This would be so handy. It's going to come in so handy for when I want to make my cards all different sizes, taller and slightly wider. Right, because it's so pretty on the outside already, I really don't want to do a lot to it. The inside's finished. I'm going to leave it overnight to dry. But I was going through my bits and pieces and found some of this lace. I think this would look nice just around it here, if I put it here. I also had some ribbon as well, because if I put it there, I could just hide the ragged edges with that. And I've also got some cotton rope here that would be so nice, but as I said, I don't want to cover up too much of this prettiness going on. I also found some of these. They're half of wooden balls. I could glue them together and make a ball, but I may have to embellish around the crease. Do I really want that? And then I can put them on. But I like the idea of just the half of one. Yeah, it just lifts it off the space, and I think that would look nice if I put them on the corner so I can really show them off. Take 4 of those out. Yeah, I've just been walking around my craft room opening up boxes and looking through. The majority of my boxes on the shelves above my head, they're all labelled. I've labelled them all so I know what I have in there. So it was just a matter of taking them down and have a rummaging through. I'm going to heat up my hot glue gun. I'm really chuffed with this. Such a good box. And just trim this off. And let's see. Yeah. That's great. And then I put it below here so then I can just trim off the edge. How was your weekend? I hope it went well for you. I had a bit of a lazy one. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers as well. You know, I'm really pleased. And the funny thing is, the days are just disappearing so quickly. Remember, I went away for the weekend and I just can't believe how the days has just caught up with me. I only managed to fit in one video for that week. I just couldn't believe it. One video, so I've got a lot of catching up to do this week. Right, I think the hot glue gun should be ready. I don't want a lot of glue. I remember back in the day I used to use so much of my hot glue gun, so much. I relied on it so much when I used to do a lot more crafting for events and stuff. So much. I used to use my glue gun a lot. That's why it conked out, and then I got myself that big Bosch one. And then after the Bosch, I've still got it, but I use it for bigger projects. I decided to get this little one from Amazon. And it's so much better. The big one is just in the middle here. Great. And then on the end, it's a lovely little glue gun, so easy to use. Just put that down there. Neat and clean, doesn't leave a lot of mess behind. And I like that. It's nice when you've got your proper tools. Yeah, just gonna overlap it like that, and then here. Great, that's great. And I can always, I do like the flexibility where it's not completely glued to the box, but I like the sort of the flexibility, so it still feels like lace instead of glued down to the box and then it just feels unreal sort of thing. That's good, I like that. And let's see if we can get this cut now. It doesn't matter if I don't get it completely straight. I can always use my mini scissors to clean it up a bit. I had some more of these boxes, but they were smaller and more squared because they're gift boxes, but I donated them the last time I went to the charity. They were in the charity bag, So I think that's good. I like that. And then we can put the legs on, the feet on, put the feet on, put the feet on. Put the feet on. I remember I made a gift box out of the Pringles, you know, the Pringles tube packaging, and that was nice. It was a swap. I used to be on a Facebook group and it was a swap. But nowadays I just prefer to do my own thing. I'm not really into the prompts. Yeah. Just like to freestyle everything now. Just great. Lovely. Look at that. That is so nice now. I don't think I want anything else on here. Let's have a look. No, I think the lace is fine just the way it is. Do you know what this is? It's really inspiring me to do, to sort of experiment more with vintage because of the lace and the color, you know, and the wood. It's kind of inspiring me to go more vintage with this box. That would be a very good idea if I use this box just for vintage themed Memory Dex cards. Yeah, but I'm going to be on the lookout to see if I find any more boxes of this kind of size. And then maybe I can do another one. But I will see how that goes. I really would. But isn't it gorgeous? I think that's so sweet. And tell me in the comments below if you think that I should embellish it some more, maybe with some of this satin ribbon or with this cotton cord. Tell me what you think. Personally speaking, I like it just the way it is. Just the way it is, because it's so nicely decorated already. I just think that's perfect, and maybe I can practice doing my vintage theme. Okay, if you did like this video, I really would appreciate a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Take care of your good selves and see you back soon. Bye for now.